Morning all. Hope you guys are able to hear me and able to see the screen which I'm sharing, right? Can someone please confirm that you guys are able to hear me or not? Akila or
Yes,
Harsha?
sir. We are able to hear you.
Okay, good. So Friday, on Thursday, we have discussed about small concepts which relates to the software development lifecycle and the syllabus which we are going to learn during the course, right? So hope you guys are clear about those concepts, right? Are you clear about the syllabus and that SDLC concept?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. So now let's discuss about that. We have different types of models in the software development lifecycle, right? We'll take any one of the model and we'll discuss about that model in detail today. And we'll continue the classes. First two, three classes, we are going to take it into the models and then we can go with the concepts. Okay. So here, let me open a material. So before going to that, let me discuss few concepts here. What is meant by software and how many types of softwares we have? What is the difference between software testing and quality? What is the difference between project versus product? And actually, why do we need testing? What is the difference between error, bug, failure? So if you see the syllabus here, the syllabus is starting with the SDLC models, right? So before going to the start the syllabus, even though few concepts are getting covered while explaining these topics itself, right? So here, do you guys aware about what is meant by software? Do you guys have any idea about that? What is meant by software? Cashier, Akila, any idea about that? What is meant by software?
Helps to execute a program.
Okay, somewhat good. What else?
It's will like we have to given a set of instructions or a data to the program to operate the particular functionality. I mean, to use a particular thing.
Okay, yeah, good. If you observe here that software is nothing but set of programs. Okay, so very simple definition. So what is meant by software? Even if you build any software like Amazon, Flipkart, e-commerce applications are there, right? That's also called it as a software because we are writing the set of programs to develop that software, right? So software is nothing but a set of programs which can perform a task is called it as a software. So what is mean by program? Any idea what is meant by programs? Now we discussed that software is nothing but a collection of programs which performs a task. Is call it as a software. Then what is meant by program? Just think of it, guys. No worries, even if it is a wrong answer. Just try to give a answer for it. So by that you guys are habituated to give the answers at the time of interviews. What is meant by program? For example, you are writing a program in Java or Python or C Sharp, whatever it is. You have written some program to do the addition operation. So what you are doing in that program actually?
It is a set of instructions will provide to the
Exactly.
thing how to execute or how to work the particular functionality.
Exactly. Very good. So program is nothing but set of instructions. Okay. So here, if you want to execute any program, we are going to execute in the mission, right? Mission can't understand what that has to perform, right? As a humans, we have to instruct the mission to do the particular operation, right? That is called it as a program. So here clearly telling that set of instructions are called it as a program, set of program is called it as a software. Okay, clear? And now we can see how many types of softwares we have. So total three types of softwares we have in the market. The first one is system software, second one is programming software, and third one is application software. System software is nothing but we have different types of system softwares like device drivers, operating system, some Wi-Fi utility files, and we have many utility files we have inside that a laptop or system, right? So if you want to work with a printer to take a print, so you need a printer driver, right? In similar way, if you want to boot your laptop, you need operating system. If you want to connect Wi-Fi, you need Wi-Fi utility driver, right? So all these things are called as a system software. And second one is programming software. Programming software is nothing but we have to think about that where we can give our set of instruction to execute a particular programs. So for example, I need addition of two numbers operation has to be performed in the Java language. So we have a different compilers like Eclipse and Dev C++. We have many editors we have. So where we can write a code and execute that to get the particular or desired output. Okay, those are called as a compiler, debugger, interpreter. Is nothing but compiler is nothing but going to convert that high level language into the low level language, or else mission understandable language, or else binary language is called as a compiler. So whenever you are writing a code in the compilers, okay, you can imagine that you are writing in English, right? So how the system understand that English language? System can't understand the mission language. Sorry, system can't understand that English language. So at that time, we are going to convert that English language into the mission understandable language. That is called as a binary language, which is in the zeros and ones. But we can't see the zeros and ones in the screen whenever we have written that code in the English language. Like for example, I want to print a number 10 in the Java. I am writing a code system.out.println of 10. I am giving. So how that system understands that is the system.out.println means to print that number. System won't understand. So it gets converted into the zeros and ones once we done the compilation. Compilation is done different, runtime is different. Okay, whenever we have written a program, we have two phases to execute a code. Not only in the Java, whether it is in a C, Python, wherever it is, we have two phases while executing a code. First one is compilation. Compilation means that English language is getting converted into the binary language. Runtime execution means now we are executing that binary language to get the desired output from the system. Okay, that is called as a compilers, debuggers, interpreters. Next one is application softwares. You are much aware about the application softwares that what we are using in our daily life: WhatsApp, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, all the Flipkart, Amazon, all the things are application softwares. Either it may be web application, either it may be desktop application, either it may be mobile application. These are the three types of softwares we have. Now you guys are clear about the what is meant by software. What is meant by software? Software is nothing but a collection of programs which performs any task. So what is meant by program? Set of instructions. We have three types of softwares. One is system software, and second one is programming software, and third one is application software. These all are the things we need to be discussed now. Okay, so next topic is what is mean by software testing. On Thursday and Friday, I already discussed about the software development life cycle. We have few phases in it. It's nothing but a process of developing a software. So whatever recipe we are doing in our kitchen, we are following some procedure to get a desired result or desired taste, right? So in similar way, if you want to get a proper and quality product need to be delivered to the customer, we should follow some models and we should follow some phases. The first one is requirement analysis or gathering. We are gathering the requirements from the customer and then we are analyzing. And next one is feasibility study. We are checking the feasibility of that application, whether we are capable to do, or whether we have the resource, financial, and technology to develop a product. Once the feasibility study is done, we are starting with the design. There is a design team where they can provide the mock-ups before development of software. So before development of software, they will introduce how it looks like. So they are going to give a documentary like how the products looks like. Is call it as a design. Once the design is done, we are going to check with the coding. Once design is done, once we are going to check with the coding. So what is meant by coding? So once the design is approved by the client, we are going to start constructing a application with the help of the developers. Once the developer is finished, we are going to came to the testing phase. That is called it as a software testing. Here software testing is a part of software development lifecycle process. But why we are using the software testing? First point, we are using the software testing is to provide the quality product to the customer. That is the first one. And second one, to detect and identify the defects. So why we are detecting? Again, it was linked to the point one advantage, that to provide a quality product. To provide a quality product to the customer, you should detect and identify the bugs. Is nothing but unexpected behavior, undesired behavior. So we need to detect and identify to provide a quality product to the customer. That is called it as a software testing. Okay. And next one, when you can tell that software has quality? Can anyone from Akila or Kashyap, when you can justify that the particular delivered software has a quality? You may use many application in our daily life. How you can identify that, yeah, this application has a good quality to work on it? You may have an idea, right? So how can you justify that?
If the
Just
application
can
has no bugs,
respond, guys. Be interactive in the classes. Yeah, go ahead, Akila.
if the application has no bugs and it meets all our expectations, then I think the product has quality.
Okay, good. What else?
It varies on the performance, security, and other aspects it will consider. We will consider that as it is a quality.
Okay, good. Okay, fine. Yeah. So if you see that here, software quality is nothing but it's a bug free. Okay, or else zero bugs is called it as a software quality. Software quality is nothing but it's a customer justification. If customer is given justification that it was a bug free and it was delivered on time and it was completed within budget and it will meets the requirements or expectations of the client and it was easily maintainable. These are the 5 points the customer has to justify to know that the product has a quality or not. Okay. And next one, so we have the project and we have the product. So can anyone explain the difference between the project and product? So we are seeing in our daily lives actually, so right, so in our day-to-day life we are seeing the many projects, we are seeing the many products. So can anyone justify a small difference between the project and product, the narrow line between the project and product? Any one of you, please try to give your answers. That's it, no worries.
So a product is the one which we design to meet the customer needs,
Okay.
and it's a project is like a uh, we used to do with a particular time frame and a goal to build a product like that.
Okay. Any other? Okay, I will tell you here. So if you see that, project versus product. So here project versus product is nothing but, you guys already aware about a product based company and project based company, right? So MNCs is call it as a project based company, and we have the product based companies too, right? So if you take it as any of the TCS so what sorry so if you take this IRCTC application where we can book the tickets, right? That is a project. That project is given to the TCS company to handle. Almost all the government projects are under the hand of TCS company. Okay, they are doing the project. So it's nothing but they are designing the project for a single customer. They are designing project for a single customer, then it is called it as a, they are designing software for single customer is called it as a project. But the product is nothing but they develop a software themselves and they're selling for the many customers. Then it is called it as a product. We'll give an example. Project is nothing but IRCTC. It was developed by the TCS company and given to the government, right? That is called it as a project we have given to the single client. And product means, if you observe that, how many of you are aware about the Amazon Web Services or else Microsoft Teams, or else now you guys joined in the GoTo meetings, right? So that is also product. GoTo meeting is also product. So how we can justify that it is a product? GoTo meeting companies design this GoTo meeting link or software for themselves, and they're selling to the many of the customers to you to make use of conducting the meetings like how I have conducted now for you, right? So that is called it as a product. Single customer and many customer. If you observe here, a software application is developed for the specific customer based on the requirement, then it is called it as a project. If software application is developed for multiple customers based on the market requirement, then it is called it as a product. Now you guys clear about the project and product?
Yes,
Are
sir.
you clear about the project and product? Yeah. Then tell now what is the difference between the project and product, and given an example which I have not given. What is the difference between project and product, guys?
So it would be like project will be like a thing which they assign. I mean, it's like a service, and the product is their own manufacture. Like suppose Wipro is there. They used both services and the product. Both the things they used to do, right?
Okay, good. Okay, good. And next one is, why do we need testing? So anyway, simple answer. Why do we need testing is nothing but to provide a quality product to the customer. Nothing much on to discuss on the why do we need testing. And next one is the difference between the error, bug, failure. Very, very, very important interview question. Even if you are fresher or experienced candidate, whoever it is, very, very important questions. You can mark the stars, and if you want, take a screenshot of this page also. Okay. So they will ask and they will confuse you. Can you please explain about the difference between the error, bug, failure? So error is nothing but incorrect human action. Incorrect human action is nothing but, I am the developer now. I am developing a code for login to that application. I am developing a login page code. So while developing, I forgot to write something. It's my incorrect human action is nothing but it's a human error. It's a human error. While writing a code, I forgot something in the syntax that need to give the semicolon by the end of the line. So it's my mistake. That is human error. Due to that, I am getting an error. That is called it as a error. And bug or defect is nothing but deviation from expected output. Deviation from expected output is nothing but you have some expectations. Like for example, your parents are expecting something that you achieve some goal in your life, but you haven't reached a single step still. So it's nothing but your parents expectations are different. Now the actual things happens are different, so both are not matching. Then it will be a bug in similar kind. So we are going to expect something. For example, if there is a login page, I'm giving the username and I'm giving the password properly. I have given the correct username and correct password and click on the login button. What is your expectation? So whenever I give the valid credentials and click on the login page, then my expectation is to log into the home page or next page which is designed by the developers, right? That is my expectation. But what is happening here is, even though I have given the proper username and proper password, if I click on the login button, it's not getting login. That's an error, actual output. So if the deviation is happen for the expected output from the actual output, then it is called as a bug or defect. So then what is mean by failure? Failure is nothing but we have different environments, right? So we have UAT environment, we have pre-live environment, we have live environment, we have many environments, right? So whenever we do the testing in our low level environments like QA, pre-live and UAT, everything is works fine. But when it's went to the live, for the team who tested in that company, it looks good. But what is happened is, after this software went to the live, few persons who is using that applications is called it as end users of that application in the market identified a bug is called it as a failure, because it's our failure. We have a QA team and we passed that there is no bug and it's a bug free application into the market. The end user is identified that error, then it is a failure of QA team of the company, right? Everything is working fine in the testing, then delivered to the customer. Deviation found by the end user is called it as a failure, right? Very simple here. So, for example, whenever you are using any YouTube or Instagram or Facebook, some messaging applications, you may find some bugs, right? So you can report that bugs to those companies. If it is acceptable, they can accept and they will give some prize money to you as well, right? So please go through some real-time application can identify. For example, there is an Instagram page, right? So in Instagram, I have a performance issue that whenever I load the reels, okay, the snap of the reels are missing. It is one of the error. You can report it to the Instagram company. So now I am the end user of the Instagram company. If I report that, that is a failure of Instagram QA, right? That's what the difference between the error, bug, failure. Okay, see these 3 points for a while. I will ask the difference between the error, bug, failure in the 2 minutes. Just see these 3 points. What is the mean? What is mean by error? What is mean by bug and defect? What is mean by failure?
Sir, is the failure is happened when it is went to production? Am I right?
Exactly.
Okay. Small doubt, sir. So in production, if we find a defect, it will revert back to the QA team and developer team, even though if before went it to live, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, it failed. I mean, even though after we fix it and again we went it to live, if it is a defect, it is called failure. Am I right?
Yeah, exactly. Clear?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. And next one is why the software has bugs actually. So these are the 5 points why we have the bugs for the softwares. Miscommunication between the developer and tester, or no communication. And you have few models, right? So in few models we have less interaction with the client. So if there is waterfall, spiral, and all these models have a less interaction with the client. But if you go with the Agile methodology, it was more interaction with the client, so that we have the communication good with them and we can go with the flow. And software complexity, because of more modules and we have the more things, more features we have it. And next one is programming errors, because of more program, we have the big features, right? So in the big features, if we have many errors, then we have the thing. And next one is changing requirements frequently. Okay, we have given 50 features and in the 15, 20 features are getting changed after 1 month. So it was due to the lack of the commitment on the features. By changing the requirements, we have a issue. And next one, lack of skilled tester. Now it's a major issue in the IT part. The most of the testers are not working properly. That's the major reason why it was escalated by the customers, by the end users, or by using the product in the market. Okay, these are the five products what we have. Okay, so this is all about why the software has bugs. So I think we have covered all the topics here. From tomorrow onwards, we can discuss about the our actual topics SDLC models. We have two types of models. One is sequential and second one is iterative. In sequential, I will explain the two models. In iterative, I will explain the two models. Total four models I will explain, and we'll go with the flow of the syllabus from tomorrow onwards. Hope you guys are clear. If you have any doubts now, you can ask me.
Uh, a small doubt, sir. So,
Yeah, go
uh,
ahead.
previously you told that there are five things which things that a software has getting bugs, right?
Yeah,
So, in that one, we can mention as a test coverage too, right? I mean, it's like how much as testers are not covering the 100% of the particular things, and it will
I
be
didn't
like
get you. Okay, you are telling
so a
that
test.
lack of test coverage, right? That's what you are trying to tell.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
will comes under the miscommunication or no communication.
and like checking the positive and negative scenarios also will be
Yeah, all those things are comes under the software complexity. So these are the
complexity.
major outlines. These are the major outlines what we have. These five are the major outlines what we have. Even though we have many things that we can add it, positive and negative scenarios and many things. What we can say, multiple inputs, error guessing techniques. We have some software test design techniques. There you can get to know the things about it.
Okay, sir. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Are you clear, Jaya? Hope you joined late. Not sure. But please try to go through the recording if you missed the starting or session of the class. Okay. Jaya, am I audible?
Sure, sure, sure.
Okay, cool. So hope you guys are clear and have a nice day. We'll meet you all again tomorrow at the 7:30. So initially classes will be there for 40 to 45 minutes, that which makes to habituated to the classes. And after 3 to 4 days, it was moved to the 45 to 60 minutes of sessions, 1 hour of sessions going to be extended for after 3 days. Because if I explain 1 hour for every day from starting itself, you may feel bored that you are not habituated, right? So that the two few more students are joining after some time. So it makes to loss of more concept to the people who join late. So once we get the standard count for the batch, then we can take 1 hour sessions. Okay. So have a nice day. Thank you all. If you have any doubts, you can reach out me. I will clear your doubts on it. Kashyap, you are trying to ask something, right?
Sorry, sir.
You are trying to ask something?
No, 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 nothing.
Okay, cool. Then have a nice day. Thank you all, Kashyap, Jia, Akila. Have a nice day.
Yeah, thank you, sir.